There may be a correct tool for this. We don't have it. What is up, guys? And welcome back to the channel. In 3 weeks, we will be riding that to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
To our biker build-off reveal, Red Rock Harley. Technically, the reveal is October 4th on Saturday. But on October 3rd, the goal is to be riding this to Vegas. We have only this. We have no frame, but we have word that the frame is going to be showing up any minute now. We started the frame off really early on this project. That was the first thing we wanted to tackle because what you see next took a while. What we're about to see is a first for us. Really, really exciting. He told me he was going to deliver the frame in the next 15 minutes. But we need to make room. And also, we've been working on the engine. We got some components in here. We kind of like laid out a little exhaust. This is just some bends we got and some extra stuff. In the next couple weeks, we'll be doing exhaust.
I don't know if you guys remember where we left off, but we needed to get hardware to finish up motor work.
We didn't have good hardware for the top rocker box covers. Also, we had the not like shiny chrome finish. We got those pieces. We have the shiny chrome trans cover, and then we have the shiny chrome cam cover.
Open primary, we had to do a lot of custom stuff to make it work with this mid control. This is our prototype foot peg mount, but it's got the nice bronze lubricated bushing in there, so it's gonna shift really good. But we had to test fit everything on the whole motor and trans put together, make sure it shifts good. We have enough throw here, kind of get an idea of how it all came together, but I'm stoked on it. This isn't the final iteration of it. We're gonna do some cool design on that too. But a lot of work went into this setup, getting it all dialed in to work with the mid controls.
The mid controls typically hang off the frame under, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick so you see that. This is how they typically hang off of the frame. And that also happens on this side. But I wanted them to understand that normally they would be coming off of the frame. Both Juan and I agree, and Juan was very adamant about this. He's like, dude, we cannot have those hanging off the frame.
I just don't like the big mount. Like, I think we could clean it up, and we came up with something that both works good and looks good.
He was able to hang the peg off of this, which actually brought the peg up and tighter, closer to the rider than the stock position. Worked on that over here as well. Using the stock brake, these are 3D printed plastic, but we will be having metal components the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, and check out the clearance. I had added like this little clearance notch for the pipe, and it's just like perfect.
Like a glove, bro. Yeah. We're gonna get this motor put together properly, get all the hardware put in, get the chrome covers put on. Engine and trans and primary are separated, and now it is time to button this baby up. Fueling sent over some ARP bolts for us.
Service manual, torque wrench. That's what we got, dude.
That's it. Juan made the smart decision. He's like, these, we don't have to put them on until the engine and trans is in the frame, so we will get less chance of damaging. But what we will do is do these because you can't get to some of these bolts easily.
Must be in there a different name.
All right, the frame just showed up. You ready for this?
Fought all of LA traffic. I probably said the F word 455 times for this puppy.
Let's check it out. Boom! Oh my goodness.
Damn, dude.
All right,
A few people died during that whole process, but it's worth it if it's gonna go on this chopper for later.
Yeah, right out of the tank. He's still got fluid in this bag.
It wasn't supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
It's all good.
What was the process like getting this chrome?
It was tedious because it's steel and you gotta sand the steel. There's only a couple holes at the base of the part.
Okay.
So when you run it in each tank, it takes hours to drain. And if you don't, it's gonna leak out and kill the chrome.
Wow.
Kill the nickel.
Wow, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Dude,
this
that
is
looks
incredible.
So sick.
Yeah. So how many weeks have you had the frame now? Was it like you did this in 3
Well,
weeks?
You said you needed it on 13th and it's the 12th today.
My man. What is that though? It was like 3 weeks to get it done. That was
Yeah.
rush job. 3 weeks though. But Juan and I set our eyes on doing the frame chrome early on in the project.
Oh, yeah.
So we knew we needed to get the frame done, ready, stripped, and ready to go for you.
Exactly.
Now we've got exactly 3 weeks to assemble the bike. This time in 3 weeks, we need to be in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh my God, well, I'm here.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, let's grab this frame.
Well, dude, you can keep
This has been something that I've been wanting to do for over a decade. Chrome frame Harley.
I feel like I'm unwrapping the Christmas present, but I know what's inside.
Oh my goodness.
Dude.
chrome urination. I'm just wiping the baby down.
Nice. And the thing is, like with these build offs set under a time constraint, right? It's not like we have 6 months to like take our time and think things through or wait for longer processes. We're under the gun, you know? So thank you for getting this done in time.
Steel, and it's all figured this way. There's a reason why they don't plate it.
Yeah.
You know, they paint it, powder coat it. So it's like, I knew it was gonna be a bitch, but I like those type of jobs.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting this done, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so stoked. We're happy it's here. It's Friday. It's a little after 5, but what we're gonna do is like, now we know it's here Monday. We're ready to try to put the motor in it. He's still under the gun. While we were at Saddleman, I dropped off the struts to him. You've got our triple trees. You've got a couple more parts, so it's not over for him just yet.
Yeah, we got the
That's easy street. When you look at this thing right here, that stuff's easy street.
So if you guys remember, when we had it, we took down, there's like a bunch of welds and stuff right here, all right there. We smoothed all that out, cleaned up right here. All right, guys, you just heard me say when I met you over at Saddleman. So basically to get a seat made for this thing in time, because this might still get down to the wire. We still need to get the engine tuned. We put a cam in it. So we're gonna need to run this over to the dyno. We're still waiting for the tins and stuff like that. So we didn't know if we'd have enough time to get this bike as a roller down to Saddleman to make a seat pan. So what we did is we used the custom struts we had and the mock-up fender we had. And we ended up throwing it on this bike and heading down to Saddleman. So check out the clips of Juan and I going down to Saddleman and getting a seat made. This is not the bike, obviously. It is an FXR fender. You can tell too, like if you look at this, look at how the struts are going up more because we lengthened the frame and we're using the forks so the bike is more like this. But I kind of want the seat to go like only hook in and like stop, you know, so you don't even need to worry about this hanging. And then I kind of want you to like show all frame.
Follow this off the frame rail.
You know what I mean? Go up, tuck it in, and do a normal 2-up, but I want it to be a super low 2-up. Not like all big, like kind of old school choppery, like very small, like stay low, come up like enough, and then like kind of thinking do the tuck and roll this way.
There's no existing seat pan that should fit your strut then. Quickly, we'll probably start with like a solo pan that we have existing that will fit this setup. I'll grab a solo and a 2-up.
What's that from?
This is an FXR profiler is what we call it.
But it's gonna have to be as low as possible. Like, I'm almost like, the foam is gonna be like,
You can go low, but it's not going to be a great ride.
You
And
kinda-
the way it dips down here, it's really hard to get a low profile look because it's, if you look, it's probably 2 inches before you could even put seating foam on it.
yeah, so I'd wanna like cut all of this just enough to where this hooks. So we're gonna cut like that, and then I think you're probably gonna end up cutting a 1/2 inch. You don't wanna show in there, but like just right.
Right in there. Certain areas and worse than others. It's nice that it like comes out here more.
But like you just come in, like almost like cut off this rolled edge and then come up and then go to like, cause I don't mind if you see this, follow that. My goal was to hopefully get this roughly done because I want to try to chrome these struts.
How long?
I think if you could deliver it by the 19th, that'd be great.
We could probably be done by the end of the week. It's gonna take a lot of modifying one way or another. I think the Street Bob's a little better platform to start with. We would just do a one-off fiberglass pan, but with the time limitations, we'll start with something that we know fits bumper location and tab-wise, so we'll just modify it to make it work.
Could probably cut.
Here or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think we could even come in tighter on the sides.
What about here? You still want to like
Yeah,
expose
bring it
all
up,
that?
expose that,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah, like you could almost like see the frame. You could almost be like right on the money or an heirloom, you know?
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. You're only going in about that much the whole way. The pad on the back will be about 3, something like that. and then it just kind of like goes to that, maybe like 1 inch of foam, just a little bit, maybe like 10 inches, come down, and then just like the
You want to?
I mean, I think something like that. But you are gonna need to come up. We did want to put a zipper somewhere on it, and like a little like stuff, like a little like on the side, it could almost be like, and you could like,
Smoother than our typical like step up material or what your seat's made out of.
yep. And honestly, I would prefer, if you don't mind, to do the Saddleman embroidered rather than the rubber. Saddleman on the side and like Thrashin back here. How many days do you think?
3 to 4 days.
All right, guys, we're trying to get the finishing touches on this. One of the things that we have is the shock is very close right there. So the sidewall is built up quite a bit. It's a little hard because this is not the stance of the motorcycle itself, because not our build with the different frame and the different setup. We're getting a ballpark. Shaving it away slowly. I'm trying to make the seat look as thin as possible. So I drew this line. He's like, let's start here and see where we end up. I'm gonna test it out. Keep in mind, we cut about halfway what I originally drew. We'll see how it feels. I am sitting further back, but I am trying to fight that. I don't want the seat to look so fat. This isn't the bar riser triple tree setup that's on that bike. This neck is at 30 degrees, where the one that we're gonna be putting it on is at 26 degrees. So that's gonna drastically change how the bar and risers do feel. But I'm also like leaning more towards aesthetics right now. Let's shave off a little bit more in there. 3/8 of an inch out of the foam. We're gonna get closer and closer to that shock mount. Style over comfort. Looks like he's shaving a trompo right now. All right, check this out. Watch the push feel. So I'm getting him to shave down, but I'm going, all right, 1/2 inch of foam there. Take another 1/4 inch out.
The aesthetically it looks good,
Yeah.
but not the comfort. Comfort, you're gonna be really poor in comfort.
1/2 inch of foam in the center. On the sides, it's a lot more foam. You can see we went all the way down to the pan at the front. I want to make this as thin as possible. So what I have a feeling is this is probably one of the thinnest foams you've ever done for a Softail.
Yes, I do.
And then a small spot for Courtney on the back. Really small. I mean, that's got to be somewhere, and then I don't know, you could see how small that is. We did do a little like kind of flip up to hold her on, because it is a short little section, as well as under the pan is the bolted area. So there are some metal fixtures in there. I didn't want to go too far back, because then the more I go back, the less seat she has. I think we found a happy medium. This is a rough cut. They're gonna go over this with a grinder, smooth it all out, and they are going to then upholster it, and we should see something hopefully within the week. Thank you for getting that done. I appreciate that. The boys at Saddleman always taking care of us. We're excited for this.
Trying to get these put back on the swing arm bearings.
We got the manual out, and we've got to put the bearings back in the chrome swing out.
Are we officially past the halfway point?
I don't know, you know how sometimes like that last 10% is the hardest part?
Yeah, that's true.
We're about to assemble the engine, and there is a gasket seal that goes between the engine and the trans that supports the oil flow. Seal looks good. This is a big process of putting the engine in, and of course it's Monday and none of the dealerships over here are open. So we're like, do we just reuse this or do we wait 24 hours till they're open? Plus we don't even know if they have it in stock.
We know we should replace it,
Yeah.
but it's just a time crunch. We want to get the bike done.
Yeah, we're getting excited. All right, we're trying to be really, really careful because chrome buildup inside of these right here. We don't want to flake it off. We don't want to ruin the chrome. So we're trying to come up with an elaborate plan on how to get these inside without damaging the chrome. All right, guys, here's what we're dealing with. The bearing is going in crooked. There may be a correct tool for this. We don't have it until retaining bottom's out. So they're not even saying to use a special tool. So the chrome could be messing with us right now.
Raymond had the idea of trying the bench vise, which I think it's worth a shot.
What are we gonna put on this side to save it? Got about 2.5 weeks to get this done. Do we Dremel a little bit of it out?
I think we have.
Try not to get to the copper. Our buddy Rob walked in, and Rob was older, wiser. He's got a couple ideas. All right, so what are you saying we do, Rob?
If we freeze the bearing and we warm the frame piece,
Yep.
we can get about 3,000ths,
You did the math.
20 millionths per degree per inch. It's about 1.5 inches, so 30 millionths per degree.
My brain's just like,
So we do the math, it's about 1.5 thou
okay.
down by freezing the bearing,
Okay.
and about 1.5 thou up if we warm this up.
Okay.
So then we have 3,000ths difference. So we should be able to get it to fit in, because that's probably the interference we're working with.
All right. So freezing the bearing, it looks like we're gonna have to wait a couple hours.
Yeah, it'd be like
And
after lunch.
that is super wise. Like, it's one of those things, again, you're in the middle of it. How many times have we frozen bearings, whether we're putting them in wheels? It's just something common practice that we've done for the last 10, 20 years. But then you get excited and you try to do something and you totally let your common sense go out of the picture. Thank you for coming in and clearing our minds. Okay, one thing we could finish doing is we were gonna finish putting the bolts and seal this up. All right, so our friends at Fueling sent us out bolts. We actually started this over the weekend, but Harley Book recommended a Loctite that was a thread sealant. It's arriving between 12:45 and 2:45. Monday morning, we wanted to get some stuff done before lunch, and it looks like everything's gonna happen after lunch. All right, it's just past lunch. The good stuff showed up. Look, it even says on here, I was reading this, OEM specific.
Dude, there you go.
Yeah, we got the right Loctite. We can go ahead and do this. But Travis showed up and we're trying to do a product highlight video. We just came out with these, we're calling them Ace Roper gloves. Travis should be filming this because I'm gonna say everything right now. Deerskin leather, which is a soft, supple leather. And what we did is our Roper gloves are deerskin. I really love that leather. But I like to wear those between like 60 and 80 degrees. And I wanted a glove that I could wear for a little bit cooler temps. So what we did is we double layered the deerskin kind of on the fingertip area, or the fingers over to the knuckles. So that's the area that really gets the most wind. And then we thin slit lined the interior of the glove and Sherpa lined the cuff.
What you got, dude?
Oh.
Dude, these are warm.
Yeah.
Did you have these on already?
Oh yeah. All right, did you get that, Travis? Look, bro, we'd be done with the video already. All right, so I gotta do this video real quick so we can explain to you guys the Ace Roper gloves, which are rad. So we're going into winter. If you need some cold weather riding gloves, we have a couple options. These new Ace Ropers are rad. Juan's in the background wrenching on the motor while I do the thing. Are you cool with that?
You gotta put this motor together, dude.
Yeah. And I kind of thought, like, you know, hey, what up, guys? We're here at the Thrashin Supply Shop. I want to show you these gloves. There's some stuff going on in the background.
Look at him, he's taking photos of manuals. He's not working.
So Juan's gonna be doing this. Hey, how's the swing arm bearings? Are they cold yet? It's been a couple
They're
hours.
cold. I checked them. I didn't touch them because I don't want to heat them up.
Do you think they're gonna be ready like when we're done with this?
Well, we could try it, and then if not, we'll refreeze them, and then they'll get 24 hours.
All right, here we go. Juan's working away. We're over here. Look, I got my boy Jake pulling the glove inside out so we could show you guys the lining of what we do. Look, so he pulls the little baby middle finger out. No, so check it out. Sherpa lined, thin slit lined. Nice. Are you glad you're here? You're not here every day?
I just wish everyone could feel how hot it is inside the room with this light on and the door closed right now.
Put a pair of gloves on, dude. It'll be nice and warm. All right, guys, it's been a couple hours. Filmed a couple glove product highlight videos. The spherical bearings are hopefully frozen. We have our vise set up, practicing a technique. I'm taping off some of the chrome. Scary about this is like if you have a powder coated or painted frame, especially if it's black, pretty easy to touch it up. With chrome, it can flake, and once it starts to flake, it could spread. Yeah, get it in. Is it cold? It froze to the freezer. He's got so much ice. Show him the ice.
Well, it's not. Oh,
What?
we lost it. What
What?
happened? You're not holding it.
What? Dude, I can't tell what's square. All right, we got another one that's frozen. This thing's hot though. I mean, it's hot. It's hot all the way down here. Not a hammer fist.
No, this and this are gonna be square.
Okay.
If it's like that, it's more wobbly versus like, let's go here. Yeah, it's just hard for you to feel when it's
Yeah,
square.
there's so much weight on this thing. The only other way to be square would be like up against this directly, but I don't think it'll go in far enough. We had this exact same issue with the other swing arm, and we just ramrodded it, and it's still doing good. All right, you ready?
Don't get all wobbly on me, brother.
I'm thinking, I'm trying, bro. Nope, nope. Bro, I could feel it like twisting.
We need to get rid of the chrome. Too much buildup.
Shortened up the bolt size. We also believe this rod is bent, which is not helping it. We're gonna shorten up the bolt size, look square, and then we are going to try and ram it in. Started trying probably at 10 a.m. and now it's 4, so this swing arm's kicking our ass.
I'm not leaving until these are in. Okay.
Okay. That looks square, right?
Now it looks round, but it's fine.
Wah, wah, wah. There we go. I'm feeling a lot more confident with this, but I'm having flashbacks to when it kicked our ass on the Carbon ST. The thing is, the Carbon ST has an aluminum swing arm. It was not going in straight, but the aluminum we just plowed through it.
This is steel.
Look at how crooked it's going.
Is it?
Yes.
The bottom
It's going, but now, yeah, it just keeps leaning in. Nope. Show them how crooked it is.
It's crooked. I just cleaned out all the chrome. I'm gonna try to see if I could get it started by myself.
Oh, it's looking good. Oh, it's looking real good. How you feeling about that?
Feeling good, dude.
Hold.
Go, I need this guy.
Looks pretty good.
There it is. Just give her one more ugga-dugga for good luck. Okay. I'm gonna grind all that.
Yeah. All right, second one around. Could be a little bit smoother, huh? Oh yeah, it's going in. Oh, that one's like a glove, bro.
Once you got her new and improved tool,
See, now if we had to do it again, it'd be a lot faster.
or we'll forget and we'll end up at the same spot. I'm sure we said that when we were building the carbon bike.
Cushion. All right, they're in. It was a day process. The whole issue was basically chrome buildup. And on this second try over here, took down much more of the chrome on the race.
Hopefully we don't run into many of these pickles.
We're in. We got the spherical bearing in, both sides. How's that for a day's work?
I told you, we're not going home till we get both of these in there. Everyone's gone.
Assembled the swing arm onto the frame. We won't be able to leave that because you got to have the swing arm off when you put the engine in. Look what just showed up. You guys remember earlier in the vlog, about a week or so ago, I was at Saddleman. We were shaping the foam. Let's see what they made. Thank you to the boys over at Saddleman. Coming through clutch.
That's it.
It's pretty dope, right? Check this out, guys. This is gonna look epic. Pattern going up and down, super old school. This is gonna look sick. We did the piping along the edge. Thrashin embroidered black on black on both sides. And then a little saddleman embroidery on the back. Like you're gonna be able to see the chrome. So the way I laid it out, I wanted you to see the chrome from the top.
You didn't give too much cushion for Cardi there, dude.
It's a little guy.
Look how thin that is, and half of it is the...
Hey, you could feel the metal. They put the 2 studs in there. Like, look at, already a ½ inch of this isn't actually foam.
Bro.
Gotta want it, homie. It's sick though. Thank you guys. All right, the rest of the week's gonna be sick. All right, guys, it's a new day. We have some work to get done. We tackled the swing arm yesterday, and now I got word from our friends over at Ventura Harley. Possible to get transmission into the frame from the back if you take the transmission apart. I think that will help us be more careful assembling the frame.
Yeah, I think it'll help give us room, and we won't risk damaging or scratching the chrome. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with doing this. I already took pulley off, and we're gonna convert it to chain, so it doesn't really, we needed to do this, but I was dreading it because these fight you a little bit.
Yeah.
But we got it out.
I was actually trying to look back at how long ago we dropped the frame off for chrome. Almost a month and a half ago, wasn't it? And where were we? We were out of town. We were in Sturgis.
Yeah,
So like we were out of town when the frame finally got picked up to go to chrome. We missed a couple things. We forgot to take the bearing race out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull the bearing race out right now so we can put fresh ones in. And we're gonna start prepping the frame a little bit and get ready to throw the engine and trans in it. I definitely smashed my fingers. I got it out. You can tell there's chrome on it, and we should have taken that out before. And we were in a rush in it. But this is a fresh one that we'll be putting in. One that has chrome flakes all over it, and I didn't want that blowing out the bearing. All right.
Yeah, top cover, side cover.
So not only will this make it much lighter, but it'll also now clear, and it should go slide into the frame from the back rather than the side. So should make the job easier. All right, so here we are working on the frame, and we have these 2 ladies that flew all the way from Belgium. And you made a point to come here.
It's been really hot. Yeah, but it's been good.
Like
yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was like 105. Were you here during that weekend?
No.
It was like over 100. Yeah, I think it was before you guys got here.
Yeah.
Press the races into the frame while we're chatting with.
He's going in straight.
Yeah, this one's going in straight. Well, the fact that the race was in there and we had the right tool to take it out. One more ugga-dugga.
That's the spec.
Look, turn around, all the boys are here.
Whoa, is there food or you
Is it
brought
lunchtime?
food? What's for lunch?
All right, one's done. We'll get the other one done. All right, guys. My man Grant just rolled in. He got a letter. Subject, 82nd Airborne Division flag donation. Just so you guys know, we support our military. Many of you guys have sent us some great flags. Looks like we got another one. I'm a longtime subscriber and follower. I thoroughly enjoy your YouTube channel and products. I've noticed that you have a Navy SEAL and Navy Seabee flag on the wall of your shop. I have enclosed an 82nd Airborne Division flag that I would love to see on the wall at your shop. Thank you and keep up the great work. Airborne all the way. Dana Allen Troyer. Thank you very much, Dana. I appreciate it. Thank you for the letter. Thank you for the flag.
Yeah, thanks for rocking with us, buddy.
Yeah.
Trying to hide the switches in this cool little nook and cranny, but it's fighting me a little bit. Basically, I'm gonna have hand controls stashed up in here. Not inside, but something like that.
All right, so here's our plan of attack. Chrome frame, wide open floor.
Gotta move the motor over there. But we got an interesting technique that Lance heard of, so we're gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
We still gotta protect the frame. Do we wrap it or just get this over?
Let's wrap the frame. Good idea. There could be some oil in it. Maybe with that being said, let's put something down there because that is a nice rug. This is the location. All right. So we need to balance it. There we go. Perfect. All right, so you think...
We bring the frame here and then we carefully gooch it in.
Okay, so the plan is we get it in and then I slide this bolt in, which would hold it in the frame. And then we'll slide the tranny in and I have a little handle.
Okay.
I think we're in a good spot. There we go. All right, we're good. Hold on.
There we go.
Okay, the frame's off axis, so like we gotta lift the motor. Because right now the motor's angled this way. See how it's not centered?
Yep.
All right, we're good. Just gotta come up more. Yep, there you go, more like that. There you go.
Oh.
Right here, that needs to go about 3/4 of an inch in. Take some weight off of it almost. Yeah, there you go. See how you took weight off?
Yeah, it's all the way.
Okay, so we can suck it through now.
Woo! I think we did good. It's like we got a fresh gasket. I convinced you to buy a new one.
Oh, come on, stop it.
Hey, well, let's get that ready before we try to.
We talked to a mechanic this morning, Ventura Harley. He said he hasn't done it, but he says he believes he's seen it done. So what we did is we took the transmission out of its cases because we were hoping now, because this counterbalance weight that's in here doesn't allow you to bring the tranny in that easily this way. We're hoping we can slide the case in this way and be clear of scratching this. So maybe I'll go ahead and tape some of this off just in case. It's crazy how light it is when there's no trans in it. Oh, my boy. Juan, I'm sorry I left you out on this. He's over there reading the manual on torque specs. With all due respect, we need that. But I got too excited. I was waiting. I was like, I just want to see, dude.
All right.
How's that? How's that? That was so much better. I'm super stoked on that. I felt like yesterday we did a couple things that we should have thought better before we started. I went to bed last night like super frustrated with letting the swing arm kind of win. I mean, you want this here? It's gotta go, it's gotta get in these dowels anyways. We're gonna need to lift the motor. Technically, it's like down a quarter inch or half inch or whatever. So we're gonna have to like tilt it as this comes in. There you go, keep going, there you go. Stay there though, like kind of keep the weight up for me for a second.
It's not that light when it's all connected. That's good. So it's the bottom, that one first, 2 is across from that one on the other side, top, hit that top one, yep. And then 3 is the bottom one on that side, and then you can figure out what the last one is. So 15 foot-pounds first torque, and then final torque is 34 to 39, same sequence. Do we leave the tape on, or how do you go like this? Here we go.
There we go. There, perfect. Gotta press them out, bro.
Look at that, dude.
Oh, wait, no.
Stop. Here,
No,
all right,
wait,
don't.
wait. It's still too tight, bro.
Go in.
Look.
What? I'm looking.
It won't work.
It needs what, bro?
You're stretching it now.
Yeah, get the spacer in there. See what I have to deal with, dude?
Watch it on that so you don't hit the frame. Like, make
Okay,
sure. Okay, it wanted the shock in there while you tighten it, I think.
all right, pull it in.
It says to have it here, and it says to do that like after. I think you set this one to the first torque.
Currently in me.
Frame, put the frame. Shit on. All right.
Back it off 90 degrees.
Hit it
Now we
again
put
at
this
30.
Inch pounds.
Wow. I mean, yeah, it said that. Guys, we're just following the manual here. Yeah, it literally doesn't even go down to that. It goes down to 60 if this light is so good. It literally won't even, let's see what happens. Oh, I guess it did turn quite a bit.
Okay.
I think it just
Now we
wanted you
put
to
this-
snug it up. We will not be using the stock shock, but we just don't have the one we're using here. There we go. All right.
Loosen 90.
Get spin on the chroma. We did it. This was a feat that the last week I've been like not stressing on, but getting the frame in, so I'm excited. We haven't unwrapped it yet. We're about to unwrap it.
Do we put the pinch in the pinch?
Yeah, let's tighten the motor up real quick.
Okay.
And then let's get it up here. Another thing that we're gonna have to work on that we haven't had time to do. If you guys remember, we raised this up, which this is the first time we're gonna be seeing the engine back into the frame and seeing that difference. I'm excited to compare it. But there is gonna be a difference in how the engine mounts to the center mount right here. It's gonna be a different height for sure. Even if it's fractional, it could be a quarter inch, but the stock piece is not gonna work. So we're less than basically 2 weeks away. We're gonna have to get to work on how we're mounting it back to the engine. This thing's getting a fresh carpet. If you don't have one of these bike mats, this is what we rock. Keeping them clean. We want this frame to be dialed. When we got asked by Ryan to do a build off against them, immediately I was like, chrome frame. I knew this was a task that was gonna be gnarly just because we still had Sturgis ahead of us, a lot of events ahead of us. We've had some trade shows. We've had Virginia City, Sturgis, I don't know, a couple other events, and I knew this would be a task in itself. We're really happy we pulled this off, so I can't wait to see it. You good? You good?
Yeah, we're good.
Good?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake.
I'm so excited.
It literally feels like Christmas morning right now where you're like, can't get into the gift that you kind of know you got, but you really want to see it.
Dude.
Hold on. Wait, leave it that way. Now before we unveil it, one final thing, a chrome cam cover. All right, are you guys ready?
Hey, that looks sick.
All right, guys, here we go. This is just the start. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Check that out. Chrome frame rails, the chrome engine covers. Wow. One more part we got sitting here. It's not gonna sit exactly where it should, but it's roughly where it should go. Look at it from the top. I made sure the chrome frame showed. Oh man. Oh man. All right, guys, that's it. You guys have got to hang out for, I feel like we've been working on this thing for the last like 5 days holding the camera. Drove down to Long Beach, hang out with the Saddlemen guys. That was a 2-day job.
We converted that Softail into like struts, then we took that bike over to Saddlemen, and you went back, picked up the seat where we were working with them. Waited on a lot of machine parts that are here, currently getting
Chrome still.
Frame came in.
Wheels are getting done. A lot of changes have been happening.
Yeah.
You know, we're under a time crunch. Stuff has to change. We're doing last minute decisions. In 2 weeks, if we're not done, we're gonna be struggling. We found these tires. Harley actually offered, it was the best tires we could find. So 18 rear by a 150 wide. This was like the first stab at like tire sizes that we ordered. So this was a 130, and then we went up to a 150, and we're really happy with the tire shape, tread, and design. This was something we were able to order from Harley. We matched that with this 21 tire. So 90, 21, 150, 18. Let's go. Peace. See you later.
See you later.